We will always be alone.
All right. Here's the thing. I don't understand how this movie didn't. Well, actually, I take that back. I do understand. A lot of people like it. The box office did good. For some reason, there's still hit pieces online. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, God, I'm gonna talk about this part in a second, but Thunderbolts, right? Came out a couple months ago. Really fucking good. Definitely doesn't get the respect it deserves. Well, again, because it's like everybody I talk to loves this movie. The internet consensus doesn't, which leads me to believe, again, hit pieces, but this movie seriously was a lot better than I anticipated. Like, for real. It really was. Came out during Mental Health Awareness Month. The overarching themes in this movie are like grief, redemption, overcoming adversity, overcoming your inner demons, the darkness inside of us all. Like, the void is basically the superpowered manifestation of depression. You know, I hate how the internet is disingenuous about things. And again, you've heard me complain about Lilo and Stitch, but like, everybody talks about how this movie, they beat the bad guy with a hug, and it's like, first off, so what? Second off, that's not even the whole truth. So, I don't know. It just makes me mad. Like, I love watching this scene. It impacts me emotionally. Like, this movie impacts me emotionally because I still have grief that I'm working through. I still have the occasional spot of depression and anxiety. You know, we've all felt like failures in our life, and every single one of these characters in the beginning of the movie is basically shouldering some sort of like failure, I guess. And it's cheesy. It's ridiculous. The Red Guardian is the comic relief. I mean, I don't know if they intended it to be as impactful as it was, because it just seemed like this movie shouldn't have been as good as it was. And it's technically not the Thunderbolts if you're a diehard comic fan. But my God, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. And I showed it to my daughter because, like I told her, in life, this character, when I'm talking about the void, is going to creep up at some point in all of our heads. It's that voice, you know. And she was watching K-pop Demon Hunters, and basically the evil demon in that is the same thing. It's that inner voice that tells you you're not good enough. And yeah, in a situation like that, you can't punch your problems away. You can't just hit stuff and superhero the day back to normal. Like, this right here, like I said, I'm going to talk about this scene where is it at? So,
Be alone.
you're going to be alone, and immediately the room stretches. Like, this is what depression feels like. This is what isolation feels like when you're going through one of those things. You feel like the world is being pulled away from you. You know, and like just subtle things like that. The emotional commitment they made was great. And obviously, I love Bob. You know, I love every single thing well, actually, I don't know, Fantastic Four was, but Top Gun was sweet. And a lot of the other projects he's been in have been sweet. Like, I don't know. It just personally burns my booty. Burns my booty that people clown on this movie. Love it. I love it. Which is why I'm taking a couple minutes out of my day to watch this scene and complain about the people complaining about it. Fuck them. You know, and like when I was showing my daughter this scene. Here, I'm gonna remove the audio so I don't hopefully get flagged for this. But showing my daughter this scene, I was explaining to her how, yeah, sometimes you can't punch your problems away. Sometimes you can't hit things that frustrate you. And it's all about emotional intelligence and emotional awareness and how you need people in life how we all need people in life, how we all can't be an island. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just projecting some of my trauma onto this movie. Maybe not. But when I saw this movie, it definitely struck a chord with me. And especially this end scene. You know, it's all just superhero nonsense at the end of the day. But the cool thing about cinema, stories in general, is they're able to communicate things that humans have experienced and will be experiencing since time immortal. You know, the thing is like often in life, the problems we go through and the actual bread and butter of reality, things don't change. The technology changes. Things get a lot better. But, you know, a lot of the things that they grappled with internally in Roman times are the things we still grapple with these days. I mean, arguably, I have a brain that is overloaded with information 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and it's engineered for me to eat berries in a fucking cave. So, there's going to be problems. There's going to be problems. But yeah, look at this. I mean, literally just being there for him at the end. Boom. Game over. I don't want to call it cinema, but at least this scene is cinema. And that's my take.